a simple, stealthy, and very affordable set of headlights for your 2007 through 2018 JK Wrangler. These are Axiom Axial Series DB1 LED headlights with a black housing and clear lens are a set that you should definitely consider. Now, the factory halogen lighting in the JK is just not it when it comes to the look and the performance, so if you're struggling to see at night and you want to create a more custom look for the front end of your JK, these are going to do just that. Now, these will significantly help with lighting performance and match with other LEDs that you already have or plan on adding to your build. And when it comes to the styling, they will take on that dark approach, which will be right up your alley if the blacked out or stealthy appearance is what you're looking for in a headlight. Now, these will feature a dual projector lens, one at the top, one at the bottom, both backed by LEDs for bright, long-lasting, and reliable performance. Now, the LED paired with the projectors will boost the look of the lighting, but also the usefulness of the light with a consistent beam pattern, a sharp cutoff line to reduce glare and any reflections, as well as having a bright white color temperature, which will add a very modern feel to the front. The housing will also have some sporty detailing for that added character and a deep gloss black look. So not only will it have a darker aesthetic to it, but it will take on more of that premium glossy approach, which will really sharpen up the look of your JK. Now, the clear lens on the front paired with the black housing will additionally help with the dark look, but will allow full transparency for all of the light output that you can get with this set of lights. These will have a well-built construction with a black powder-coated aluminum housing, being not only durable, but the aluminum will also be finned on the back to disperse any heat that the lighting does create, keeping the LEDs on the inside running very efficiently. The lens on the front will have a polycarbonate construction, which is very common for aftermarket headlights because of the resistance to impacts and damage, while again offering that clear and transparent build. The headlights will also be completely bolt-on, and these will include plug-and-play H4 to H13 adapter harnesses. The H13 is the harness on your JK, and it will resist any wonkiness that may happen when you switch from a halogen to an LED, like hyper flashing or flickering, thanks to the canvas harness that is included. These are also going to be DOT and SAE compliant and completely maintenance free, so you're not going to have to worry about replacing bolts like your factory ones. Now, these will be about $150, which is very affordable for a set of headlights, especially high-performing ones. Now, what I will say is that these do take a more toned down and subtle approach compared to some of the other busier or flashier designs that you may see with Jeep lighting, like accent lighting, RGB halos, and so on. Now, I think that makes it a fantastic choice for the JK owners who want to get that function of a high-performing LED with a subtleness or sleekness to the lighting, making these a great choice if that's your intention with your build. Install, honestly, couldn't get any easier. This is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should only take about an hour to get the job done. I wouldn't be surprised if we got it done sooner though. Now, at this point, we can head over to our shop, check out a detailed breakdown on how you can get these onto your Wrangler at home, whether you're tackling this install or you're just curious about how these get onto the Jeep. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you will need a clip removal tool or a flathead screwdriver, and also a Phillips head screwdriver. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing some headlights on our Wrangler, but before we get started, we're going to send you to watch a quick video on how to remove your factory headlights, and we'll see you when you get back.
So this is a relatively easy install since there's only a few screws that hold these headlights in. However, we do need to remove our stock grille, so we're going to pop our hood open so we can access the plastic retainers that hold that in. So you're gonna have 6 of these plastic retainers across the top of your grille. They're really easy to remove. We're gonna use a flathead screwdriver to pop up the center and pull the whole thing out. So the top of the grille is free, however, the bottom of the grille is held in with a few metal clips. The way we're going to remove that, we're just going to tug out on that and that whole thing will disconnect. After we do that, we're going to pull this grille away and we'll disconnect our lights. So we're going to turn these until they unlock, let those hang there. Do the same thing for the other side, just turn these till they unlock and we'll pull this grille away. So the next step, we're going to remove the 4 small screws that hold this chrome ring in here, which is holding our light in. We're going to use a T15 Torx to remove those. One thing you want to make sure you do is keep a hand on it while you're removing these screws, because it will just fall out on you. So to unplug these, we're going to press back on this red locking tab. Once that's all the way up, we can press down on our release and unplug our light.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now that we've shown you how to remove your factory setup, it's time to go in with our new headlights. First thing we're going to need to do is install our adapter harness. So we've got our anti-flicker harness, which is going to plug into our factory connector for our headlight, and then go in line with our anti-flicker setup, and then go into the headlight. So we'll get this part in first. So we'll get this plugged into our factory connector. Make sure that locks in. You want to close that safety tab back up. We'll plug our adapter harness in. Make sure that's fully seated. Now once you get this plugged in, you can tuck this back mostly out of the way and get ready for our headlight. Next we'll grab our headlight and get that plugged into our harness. We'll set our headlight in place. You want to make sure it is facing up, lined up with our retainers. Now that we have our headlight in place, we can reinstall our retainer ring. Now this does tend to move around a little bit. We'll get this sitting back in its factory spot. You may have to work your headlight in, especially if these are worn out a little bit. Now we'll get our screws started. We'll grab our Phillips head screwdriver, get these going. Get our other two in. Now once you've got this side on, you can do the same thing for the other side. Now that we have our headlights in, we can reinstall our grille. We'll get this in place, plug our marker and turn signal lights back in. So we'll get our lights plugged in. Engines can be a little bit stiff. Lock our safety tabs back in. Now we can line our mounting tabs back up. There's a little push back into place, and we'll reinstall our push tabs up top. So now we'll get all our tabs back into place. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our Raxium Axial Series DB1 LED headlights with black housings and clear lenses for your 07-18 Jeep Wrangler JK. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.